Hello and welcome back to another episode of Screen Tested. I am your host Tyrant. Now, in today's episode, I want to do something a little bit different. I want to try and create or start a new series on the channel, and that is a very simple concept, kind of. It's a bit hard to explain. So the concept is simple: taking pop culture items that you didn't know existed in the real world that you can buy that are commercially available and testing them and seeing if they work like their pop culture counterparts. Today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at the grappling hook. Ever since I was a little kid, I had no idea that a grappling hook was real. Like you could buy a grappling hook. Turns out you can. So I decided, why not put it to the test and try and start this new series. Leave a comment down below if you've got any suggestions, because like for example, another one is like Action Man's wall climbing sucker things. I don't know if they're real. I think they're real, and I kind of want to test them. But what we're going to be doing in today's episode is using a grappling hook and trying to recreate a very iconic Batman scene. No, not that one. Not that Batman either. Yes, the Adam West Batman climbing up the side of the building with the grappling hook. I'm going to try and recreate that one-to-one. It should be fun. I have no idea how to use a grappling hook or to climb. I haven't climbed since I was a kid. Should be easy, right? So by no means am I a climbing expert in any way, shape or form. However, I've always wanted to actually delve into, not climbing for the most part, grappling hooks. I've always wanted to try a grappling hook. So when I realized that you could just buy one of the fucking things, you bet your ass I was very excited about today's episode. But what I did do was actually go out and purchase some of the other climbing tools, and one of them is this one here, because funnily enough, something like climbing is a large niche, I don't know what you would call it, genre, a sport. Climbing is very prevalent around the world, and they already have a whole bunch of gadgets that I would consider like Batman gadgets, and one of them is this one here. This here is like a rope ascension device. Basically, you put the rope in, you hold onto it, and then you pull it up manually, and it can only go one way, meaning it's for ascending a rope, and you can have a left and right. I only have a right because the grappling hook cost me 30 bucks and this ascension thing cost me like 30 bucks. The harness cost me like 40 bucks, and I had to get some proper climbing rope because the hardware rope wasn't cutting it. That's like another 30 bucks. So as of right now, I'm currently going to make from this video negative $80. So some would say I'm good at business. Great trade offer. All right, so here's my invention, the fishing rod. What should I name it? Like the fishler. That sounds stupid. What's a Batman name that he would come up? The bat rod. That sounds like his if we're being honest about things. Oh! Rope burn, hey! Oh! Okay. Now, this is not a safe grapple. Watch, you ready? 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 Yeah, okay, so. All right, let's try to attempt to reel that in a bit. Take off the slack, as it were. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this little thingy here, this carabiner, put that on my belt, just like, I know it's not as fast as Batman, all right? Just relax. Do I look like Batman? Behold, my invention is working. This now can take up slack. As such, just like this, I can ascend, as it were. Ow, it hurts my hands. I don't want to do this anymore. What a dumbass idea. Who wants to grapple onto things? What's the matter with me? I'm Batman. I'm Batman. I'm Batman. Woo! Rope burn through gloves. I didn't know that was possible. Ow. That got hot. All right, we are out here. We are ready to try out the grappling hook and the climber. I don't know if I have this on correctly. I'm not really sure how this harness is supposed to go. I don't actually know what I'm doing with it, all right? So I'm just gonna hook a clip onto this bit here and just, I hope that's right. All right, but we've got our grappling hook, we've got our ascender, and we've got our rope. Proper rope this time. So how this grappling hook's actually pretty cool. What you do is you spin it around as such, and then all of a sudden it hooks out like that, and then we spin it back around, and then it's locked in place, just like that. So what I'm going to do now is grab my little ascender. I'm gonna grab that little thing. I don't actually know how to get it onto the rope, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. But what I'll do, how the f do you undo the rope? What, is there like a trick to it or something? You're supposed to just pull it, or what? If you're enjoying today's episode, you should consider subscribing. It would really help out the channel, and I would appreciate it. And thank you to everybody who's already subscribed. Let's get back to it. I mean, it's kind of in a locked position. Let's give it a go. I mean, it doesn't seem the safest, but then again, when do I do anything that's actually safe? So we've got our ascender. So I think I can just, oh wow, okay, yep. I just put it in like that. All right, what if I just try and climb this as is? Okay, that's hard, that's very slippery. All right, so I've got my ascender, only goes one way. I'm having deja vu. I've done this so many times and it's failed. And this thing around my ain't helping. Okay, hold on, let me get this harness off, because it's doing nothing except hindering my power levels. I'm Batman. So as you guys may notice, or not, I am not in my regular kit. I am in some athletic gear. Not really, I'm just in a shirt. The reason why is because this is it's quite difficult to actually get all the way up there in a lot of instances. Now that's a good purchase, that is. And what this means is my regular kit is heavy, it's super duper heavy. So what I'm going to do, or what my thought is, reduce my weight, and hopefully that'll give me much better purchase. So all I'm doing here is I'm just trying to create a little bit of tension on the rope, because I found with one of my ascenderers, it actually wasn't keeping tension. So I'm going to attempt to try and keep that tension with just like a knot, if that's even possible. Once more unto the darkness, once more unto the breach. Let's be Batman. All right, we have our ascenderers, the best modern technology has to offer in making us the Dark Knight. Then we have our left and right. One final, I'm Batman. First off, I recommend not watching this video if you're trying to learn how to do grappling. I don't know what I'm doing. This is the first time I've ever done this. I haven't looked at any tutorials. I'm kind of just trial and error. That's not the most efficient way to do this, but it's what I'm doing. But I think with this final attempt, we've got it down. I need some tension on the rope. I need my ascenderers left and right. And I need some nice bit of strength. I need to shed some weight instead of wearing all of my copious amounts of gear that weighs quite a lot and restricts my movement. But with all that said, let's do our final climb. It's time to become Batman. And just like that, I have become Batman. This is actually not bad. It's pretty fun. Oh shit, I'm slipping. That is pretty fun. I feel like a kid again. Okay, finishing up today's episode, I was able to recreate the Batman scene with the grappling hook. It turned out pretty good, actually. It turns out it's a lot harder to actually do that sort of movement instead of climbing straight vertically up. Now, originally I was just gonna end the episode before this. However, on the morning that I did the climbs, I got an email from the place where I bought the rope. And this email is basically saying that there's been a product recall on the rope. Yeah, there were safety concerns with the climbing rope that I purchased. And yeah, I didn't know about that until after I'd already used it. I just thought that was an interesting note to finish today's episode out because yeah, it turns out that rope is a bit faulty. But that's going to be all for today's episode. I genuinely hope you enjoyed this style of content and this style of video. Hopefully it becomes a new series if you leave suggestions down below. You can also become a channel member and help support the channel. I would appreciate it because these videos are expensive. And your guys' support would go a long way to making a lot more content and a lot better content. So, thanks for watching. I love Batman. I know I suck at grappling hooks. Don't blame me. It's my first time climbing since I was a child. Thanks for watching, guys. And as always, I'll see you in another episode. Have a good one.